I actually have no idea how long I haven't been recording for. Probably about 30 minutes. Well, nothing I can really do about it. Did I accomplish anything? We went to Shigura Village. Oh, no. Did I not? Did it not count? Did it not count me coming here? Wait, what? Did it not count because I didn't talk to any of the Shigura? That'd be weird. Oh, what the fuck was that? 1 second. That's bad. That's bad. That bird hit the window hard. I hope he fucking recovers. Dude, that shit sucks. There is nothing that makes me feel more, like, helpless in this world than when I see a bird that's hit a window too hard. Because it's like, you can't save it, dude. The second you try to approach that bird, you are going to send it into fucking panic or shock. Because he's already fucked. He already knows he's doomed. Hit me. Well, don't, but... So, like, you're basically just sitting there hiding behind your windowsill waiting for it to recover. Ugh, and where I live, man, it's usually, it doesn't recover. It just fucking gets nabbed by something. Wait, I will say that doing no death runs and getting the rings is cool. Oh, like Dark Souls 2? Yeah, that's something yeah. It sounds like somebody here is trying to fucking practice for that. I actually, you know what? I take it back. Holy shit. I actually used to speedrun in college. I forgot about that. I speedran Dark Souls 3 and Final Fantasy 15. I forgot about that. Oh my god, I speedran Pokemon Sapphire at one point. Wow, I was also just a different person in college. I thought I was going to conquer the world because I was a 20-year-old white man. I thought I was gonna be somebody. Because I'm a college man. And then I learned about girls. No, I'm kidding. I already knew about them. I just avoided them. And then I made the mistake of not avoiding them, and I lost focus on the goal. I lost sight. It was like, what's the point of working hard if I'm already fucking hardly working? No, I'm kidding. Honestly, looking back at it, I think I actually met a girl like every other semester. That was bad. I lost sight of the goal, man. My first Hama Hama! Yeah, I just, mentally, I can't do it now. Just not even capable. But now that I think about it, I used to do it a lot. I completely forgot I did that. Oh, nice! So, that's funny you bring that up. I depressingly, and I wish I had proof of this, besides one friend, and I would have to completely rely on this one friend having a memory of it, but I actually discovered the hover glitch in Jak, I think it was Jak 2 that I found it in, but I believe Jak 3 is the one they use it in, for most of the speedruns. But I actually discovered the hoverboard glitch, like, while just casually playing the game years ago. And like now it's a main part of all their speedruns, and it's just like, well, that's funny. I used to know how to do that. Oh yes, nice, here we go. Yeah, I would honestly, I feel it. I would never bother bringing it up in like a Jak and Daxter speedrun, like Discord, because they'd just be like, yeah, whatever, where's your proof? And it's just be like, I don't fucking know, dude. I was doing it at my home when I was a kid. But I distinctly will always remember being in the half pipe, just dicking around on the fucking hoverboard, and then flying away. And then telling my friend the next day at school, and him being like, no, you didn't. And it's like, no, you can fly. You can fly on the hoverboard. But like, yeah, I totally feel it. Like, people don't want to believe. People are bitter. Let me read this. In French class back in high school, we had a teacher that was talking about the word... Wait. Talking about the word for window, fenêtre. Fenêtre? And how they remember the word meaning window because... Deforestation or defenestation? Defenestration. Defenestration? The act of being killed thrown through a window. As if to illustrate the point, for us, a hawk slammed a sparrow or some shit. Oh my god. That is morbidly perfect timing. Oh, look at that. That's morbid as well. The spirit. Father! How do I get you out of the sword, father? You don't, boy. That's another thing! Level 5! Why is the spirit of the Mardan not a thing? Why is the ability to catch a Mardan and have it tell you, like, what trap in the game where you finally lose your chest from the explosion? Why would you not have the spirit of the Mardan return? I didn't even think about that earlier when I was bitching about how they changed the treasure chests in this game. That makes so little sense. Now that, like, treasure chests actually explode and you have the risk of losing them, it should motivate you more than ever to catch your first Mardan and have one. It makes no sense that they took that away. Quite the Rizzler in high school, honestly, good time. In high school, I was like the biggest loser as far as I was aware. Obviously later in life I realized there was girls interested in me, but in high school, oh shit, we finally caught somebody. This might actually be a Kaji. But I was a 2009 scene kid, so like green, blue hair, purple skinny jeans, fucking all-time low t-shirt, Suicide Silence fucking blaring through the headset. So like, and I grew up in a rural, like, wannabe area. Like, I've talked about this recently, but it was just like, The kids at my high school did not smoke cigarettes in the fucking locker rooms. They were putting in pinches. It was cooler to dip than it was to smoke cigarettes at my school. No, I managed in college. I went to a natural resource school, so like everybody was a hippie, and I had really long hair, so it just kind of worked. Nice, our first Kaji. He's handsome too. Oh wait, 108, 360 is not bad. That's actually not bad. Damn, only 75 of the 400, I think, people that played this game have caught a Kaji? Damn. Well, actually, I take that back. Because, like, almost 200 of the people that I saw start this game on Retro Achievements didn't even make it to, like, this chapter, so they can't catch a Kaji. Which I still think is criminal that Kaji are only in this chapter. I still think the moment you leave chapter 1 and it does like the whole outside world thing and Max is leaving the sewers and you're on the bridge, I think that bridge should, I truly do, I think that bridge should lead down to the water and you should be able to catch all of the fish in the game. Because at that point, if you went down to the water and just looked, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? Because you don't have the fishing rod yet. You would just be looking at it like, this is stupid as shit. What is I just ran down here for a minute and a half. Why am I down at the... Oh, wait. Dark Cloud 1 had fishing. Oh. And then you forget about it, and you come back later... And you're like, weird. There's some big fish down here. I should come back. And then you come back even later and you realize, oh shit, there's all fish types here. And that would be like the first time that it actually matters that the fish like care about different baits. Because you'd be trying to figure out what the best bait to use is. And the answer would be petite fish. But that's just me, man. Just me. If Sony hired me to help level 5, we'd be cruising, y'all. I never had anything like that happen. I did have a girl tell me one time that she had just broken up with her boyfriend and she was looking to make him mad. And I should have known there, but I believe this was my freshman year of high school. So we made out at the Friday night football game, and then I spent the rest of the football game running from a guy who was 3 years older than me and hung out in the same groups that I did. So, like, and I didn't even know this at the time, they were probably essentially just feeding him my location the entire night, and I was in, like, a Scooby-Doo fucking, like, what's that fucking moment where, like, I'm entering one room and they enter and I, like, leave a fucking stall and then, like, exit perfectly in the same amount of time. Like, it was crazy. But, nope, he tortured me. And then his friend, who was actually younger than me, beat me up. Because if you know the lore, I didn't hit puberty until, like, 3 years later. So, like, I was, like, a 4'5", tiny prepubescent child. Benny Hill, yeah. But, oh yeah, and to answer the question, they were not broken up. They were not broken up at all. It's actually just something she did constantly to make him mad so that he would beat people up. But I don't think he ever actually beat anybody up. I think he just threatened to. Which is why his friend beat me up. Which is probably some weird cuck situation that I was involved in while in high school. Involuntarily. But that ass whooping was the first time I ever had a friend step up for me, because I had another friend, an acquaintance. I would actually call them a friend though, but acquaintance, who was basically friends to everybody in that friend group. And they had to make the choice of standing up for, you know, the friend that just had his girlfriend cheated on. Because again, I was technically the bad guy because she obviously lied about everything. Or stand up for me, and he stood up for me because, well, I'm pretty sure he watched me Benny Hill it that night. Yeah, I also think it was just a weird situation because, like, it was also 2000, so, like, there was the classic, like, don't blame the girl, get angry at the guy whole mentality where, like, nowadays people just look at the woman and are just like, you a fucking hoe. Why the fuck you keep cheating on your man? Like, ditch her, dude. But, like, in the 2000s, it was the whole mentality of, like, yo, you gotta stand up for your girl. And, like, we don't do that as a society anymore. Like, what the fuck? Why did we ever do that shit? Why would it ever be the dude's fault? But, like, that's how it was. It was, you fight the dude. You get mad at the other cheater and not the one doing the cheating. That's a weird thing. That was a weird thing in, like, early 2000s culture. That was weird. Cause yeah, no, like, the whole thing would have just been ended if he just went, wow, you bitch, why would you do this? But, like, no, that was not the whole situation. My high school, and I would dox myself if I was, you know, a big time streamer. If I was a big time streamer and, like, I knew people already knew who I was and it just, like, it was over, I would have no problem doing it. But I will say, for embarrassing reasons, I don't want to dox myself because my high school was so fucking lame. I don't even want to know the nicknames that they called us at other schools, because we already knew that we got bullied by the other schools, so, like, we didn't need to know how they were bullying us. Which is funny, because we still tried to bully other schools, but, like, when I, like, finally got out of my, like, smaller friend group and I met other people, I learned very quickly that, like, our school sucked ass. Ugh. Do I want to get to Chapter 5 and catch Barons? I don't know. No, we'll do that later. We'll save that. Oh, shit, what time is it? That's so dumb. Why did I just catch him? That's so funny. Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, they probably would have just called us, like, crack farms or something like that. Because honestly, it wasn't even until I moved away again that I knew, like, my entire city. And it wasn't even a city, it's a village. It's technically a village. When you drive, it might be a city now, but when I used to drive into town, the sign said, welcome to the village of. And I just never, like, I always just thought it was, like, a quaint way of saying, like, hey, welcome to our town. Welcome to our city. Like, we call ourselves the village. And then I learned, like, I fucking am. I am technically a villager. But, like, I always just thought it was a cute way of saying, like, welcome to our little tiny town. And then I got to college and people are like, dude, you're a villager. What the fuck? And it's like, well, no. And I take my phone out and Google it and it's like, oh, fuck. Oh, that's a definition. Oh. And then people would be like, yeah, dude, that's why they say the capital, like, welcome to the fucking, what's a capital? What's the capital of Georgia? I don't know any capitals. Oh, shit. I'm like the idiot kid from geography class. Geometry. Jesus Christ, I am an idiot. Oh, fuck, dude. Sacramento. There we go. Now I feel like even more... Oh, dude, I do have something wrong with me. I literally... Why was I going for capital? Oh, yeah, because we're looking for fucking village. It's like, welcome to the city of Sacramento. And it's like, oh yeah, like this is it's got big buildings. And then yeah, it's like, oh shit, dude. No, those are classifications. City, town, fucking village. Oh no. I have both carrots and emeralds, don't I? Let's go fish at a port. Wow, I never noticed how fucking rubbery that thing is when it goes down. Um, 16 emeralds. Oh no, that's not what I wanted, you bitch. There we go. Nice. Oh wait, shit, is that Donnie's house next door? Yeah, it's Donnie's house next door. That doesn't even look, no, that's not Donnie's house. Donnie's house is the blue one. That's silver. That's just regular gray. Oh, I should move Olivine out here. She'd like this, I bet. Oh shit, wait, I forgot. I'm supposed to... I'm gonna keep all my big fish so that I can win the fishing contest. I totally forgot about that. I forgot all about that. Excuse me. Alright. I'm just gonna stand in the water, honestly. Actually, where's my rock? Oh, I'm so sorry. Alright. So we're officially there. We're hunting records. Thank you. If there are any fish that you guys want to see me go for, just say it out loud. Okay, good. I was really fucking scared that I'd hear somebody. Excellent. So yeah, if you want to see any fish, just go ahead and type that out. Because I will go for it. I don't really have any targets right now. The only fish that I really want to get the record for is the Mardan. But that one's gonna be hard to get. Because you can only fish for it at night. Can you place the big dirt mountain suit? Dang. Let me make sure I have it unlocked. I don't know. Just outright, I don't know. Let me see if I have that unlocked. Hill? Probably not, because it doesn't let me make the eye tree over there. But that doesn't mean you can't without, or with Codebreaker. I don't think it's gonna let me. I have it unlocked, but I don't remember seeing it the last time I tried to make anything. I don't think it's gonna let me, but it might let you with Codebreaker. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna let me. I didn't see it. And you know, yeah, I don't see the Chinese stand either, which is kind of lame. Kind of lame that now I'm realizing, yeah, you don't get certain things. Like, why would you not? Why would it matter? Why would you not get the Chinese thing here? Why can't you have the little festival food thing? That doesn't make sense, does it? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm actually very proud of this. That I don't know. I need 3 earth element. Just ruin the fucking local aquatic ecosystem by dumping 20 tons of just dirt. Back it up! Back it up! Back it up! Yeah, just dump it there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, perfect. We're gonna build a bunch of houses on it. We're not sure why, but the Shigura stopped returning. Oh shit, this thing's huge. I've never actually used this. Do people use that? Damn. I love Giorama, but like, I've never felt the desire to like undo my whole place after I've gotten it done to make it look. I don't know. I would rather find a way that I think looks good and works with the the requirements I need than tear all of this up and like do it like I don't know what else I could do differently. I feel like I'm actually more creative when I try to work within the guides it makes me than if I was just like, oh, it looks nice. Because, like, I did make it look nice. I like the way it looks, but, like, I also have to follow, like, a little bit of a... yeah, no, I think it took it from me. But that, again, that doesn't mean you can't with Codebreaker. And I can't check right now because I have, retro achievements on. And retro achievements turns cheats off. But I actually don't know if that even matters with Codebreaker, truth be told. It might not. Codebreaker might be beyond the powers of, all that shit. I don't know. I actually don't. What I do know is that the guy who set the record most recently for catching a 100 centimeter bon did it here with petite fish. I do know that. I know that for a fact. I was there. That is dumb. I was kind of hoping I could ruin the environment. I was kind of hoping you just introduced me to my new fishing island. I was actually kind of hoping I could just plop an island down out here. The sad and scary thing is, though, apparently if I catch like the same length of fish as the record, I don't get the update. The first person to catch the record length gets the update, or keeps the update. So I have to catch a 100 centimeter or 101 centimeter bon, a 101 centimeter mardan, and then like a bunch of other insane fish. But we got this. I do find it very depressing that the records have not changed once since I last spoke to the guy who used to catch the records. Which again just completely tells me that he totally gave up. Which just also tells me that he was totally in it for the records and not just the fishing itself, which I did know because he was always so fucking aggressive towards me whenever I'd set a record. How'd you do that? What were you using? Where were you standing? That's bullshit. How do you catch so many records so often? Every fucking day you have a new record. It's like, well, when you fish for 16 fucking hours a day. Yeah, I'm guessing it's possible with Codebreaker. Like, it's like you just said, it's in there. It's probably possible without Codebreaker too, but... If I ever go back to Codebreaker, my big thing is going to be, what's it called? Trying to figure out if you can catch the, King Mardan. Catching Master Utan might honestly be my greatest legacy to this community. If people can figure out a way to catch all of the bosses, I would feel like I actually left something behind. But, like, as of now, bits and pieces. I've done bits and pieces of things. Okay, this is a real fish. Yeah, that's probably my proudest thing. Well, 107 medals pre-Lin is definitely my proudest thing, but like nobody really seems to like care about that. I thought that was the coolest thing ever, but like nobody really seems to care about that. So you have to use Codebreaker, and you go to Fish Monster Swamp, and you go to the Big Swamp, and when you go to catch a fish, you run the local event, or whatever it's called, with the Codebreaker, and if the music turns off, it should have worked, but you basically just reel in the fish, and then instead of whatever fish you were going to catch, you instead get Master Utan. I don't know why it works or why it happens, but it happens and it's funny. I think what's happening is you're catching a fish, and then when you run the nearby or local event, I can't remember what it says exactly, you're essentially running the cutscene for Master Utan to play, but you still have to finish the fishing cutscene. So instead of the fish on the end of the line, it spawns Master Utan in a sitting position because he's constantly ready for his cutscene to play. But I don't actually know what's happening. That's just a really fucking big guess. I had the theory that essentially, if you could find people who had, like, active, what are they called? Cutscenes, you could catch them, but I don't know. I never actually proved it or anything. I just thought it. But yeah, you can catch Master Utan on a fishing pole. That's what I wanted to do, but I just... And again, like I was just saying, that's what I'd like to do, is try to, like, put my time back into figuring out more on that glitch. I think that's the big one. Because I would like to find a way to catch a Shigura. But I couldn't. I tried. I didn't try very hard, but I didn't know how I spawned the first one to begin with, so, you know. How many poisonous apples do I have? 15. Catching a Shigura and the, King Mardan. Those are the two, though, that, like, I think would be, like, the goal. Catching the King Mardan is literally, like, the dream fish. Fucking catch these hands. I always thought I'd wanted to be a fighter until I got my ass beat by that one kid. And then I realized that, nope. There is a moment that you get hit and you hit somebody back and you think like, okay, like fucking, it's on. And then you get hit a second time and you stumble, and like that moment of stumbling and then realizing like, oh fuck, where are they at? I never want to feel that again. Yeah, there's like, but there's like a strange difference, like, because until you are like truly at a disadvantage and realizing like, oh no, like it's totally different. It's like Mike Tyson's like, everybody's got a plan so they get hit in the mouth. Like, you can have multiple good fights too, but like it's not until like you get fucking hit and you're like, oh no, like my balance. Oh wait, I'm still in a fight, and there's just like this moment where it's like, oh yeah, it's too late, isn't it? And, like, that specific moment of, like, it's too late, I'm good on that. Another fear I didn't learn until much later in my life was heights. I always thought, like, I wasn't afraid of heights, but I'd just never been high enough. My first time rock climbing and I got 100 feet up on, like, just a fucking rope, it was over for me. I remember thinking to myself, like, oh no. How did I end up on this fucking climbing trip? Like, I mean, obviously I signed up for it and I fucking sat in a bus for 8 hours. But, oh man, I just remember this moment of like, oh, let me down. And then I remember screaming, like, let me down, please lower me, and this bitch was just like, take it in! Like, you only get to climb this route once, we have to fucking get back tonight, so, like, everybody gets one. And I just remember, like, fuck you. I forgot, you're one of those fucking assholes who doesn't believe, like, I'm actually afraid of heights. And, like, at this point, I had already worked as, like, a zipline tour guide, so, like, I knew I was, like, uncomfortable. because that job topped out at like 80 feet roughly. So like I knew I wasn't good. But like this fucking like the 100 feet mark above the trees on like a cliff face with just a rope, bro. I just remember thinking like this, yeah, no. This is not it. This is not it. Where's my safety cable? Where's my double lanyards? Where's my 3 points of fucking, I don't like this. Being a zipline tour guide was weird. It was really just a lot of like realizing that the gear is designed to hold so much more weight than you could ever exert. And you're simply looking for faulty gear or gear that's been worn for years and has worn down to the point where it's now faulty. And like once I got over that, I don't know. I wasn't afraid all the time. But, like, I was still terrified of heights. It's hard to explain, but, like, ugh. Nobody ever believes you, though. If you say you're afraid of heights as a zipline tour guide, nobody ever believes you. And it's understandable, but, like, it also was the best paying job for, like, 30 miles in every direction. So, like... It also counted as school credits. Yeah, this is gonna sound worse than it actually is, but I got my ass beat in the back half of an abandoned concrete facility. No, it sounds about as bad as it. It was by a gas station. It sounds worse than it is. It might not even have been abandoned. Was it abandoned? I never saw a truck come out of there, but I also was a school student, so... I was also a student. I probably should have stayed in school more. A little longer. We were skateboarders, and, like... You would leave the school, and, like, you'd walk out of the school just directly towards, like, the village. And if you followed through, like, a couple houses, down a hill, you would go through the old concrete place. And that's, like, the first time that you could, like, really start to skateboard. And then you'd cut through the woods, and you'd hit this, like, rough asphalt track. Around, like, the elementary, middle school, like, practice fields for football. And then we had the shittiest, like, homemade skate park imaginable. And that, I only learned about this later in life, but that was only because the city municipals would show up and I think I said that right. And they would show up with trucks and fucking take away the skate ramps every so often. I don't know why. But, like, they would just tolerate it for long enough, and then enough people would complain, and then people in trucks would show up and steal the ramps, and people would have to rebuild shit. But, like, there was a single rail, a kicker, and a half pipe. But, like, a very small half pipe. I was trying to learn how to fucking air out on it. I was trying to learn how to do a 180 and air out on it. That was the last thing I remember doing on that half pipe. I was learning how to rock and roll, and I was learning how to air out. Because there was another skate park that was so much nicer nearby. With these super nice, like, quarter pipes with really nice coping. And everybody had learned how to air out there. And I was just like, damn. I spent my whole time here trying to do, like, other tricks. I should have fucking learned how to do that with you guys. That was smart. So I was like, the next time we go back, I want to fucking be ready to learn that. skateboarding's the one thing I wish that I'd never given up. But, like, I gave it up for a few years and then tried to pick it back up and got, like, I didn't get hurt. I literally just, like, I fucking landed on the board wrong and it shot out from under me and I just fucking ate shit. But, like, I just remember sitting there for a moment and thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna fucking eat shit one morning and, like, knock my teeth out or something. And, like, I'm almost 30, man. I'm not going pro. Like, I'm just trying to do this for my own fucking satisfaction. Like, I don't think skateboarding's it. But honestly, I shouldn't have. Because if I tried to do it now, it would be even harder. And, like, back then, I was actually able to land tricks. And that was COVID. I should not have given that up. Oh, that's the wrong fucking... I ain't getting shit with that. Ugh. I literally, like, the skate park I was at last. And I was, well... It's been 4 years. I probably can't skate at all now. But there's like, oh, what are they called? A fun box? It was like a fun box, but it was basically a full pyramid, but one side was like a big wall that you could grind and like ride up on. But it was like it was a full pyramid more or less. And it rode into this little quarter pipe that was like maybe 2 feet tall, 3 feet tall. It couldn't have been more than 3 feet tall. But, like, I was just getting to the point where I could roll off the fucking pyramid, go up the quarter pipe, what is it called? Rock the fakie? Just basically just go up to the top, fucking touch and go, and then I could do, like, a fakie pop shove it, go back up, do it again, and then I was doing a fakie heel flip, and then I was trying to land a fakie tray flip on the 3rd go, but I couldn't do it. And I think it was one of the heel flips where the board shot out from under me, and I was just like, I'm gonna hurt myself. But I could almost fucking land all 3 tricks in one go. And it was just like, again, I almost got hurt, and I was just like, I'm gonna fuck myself up, and I should not be doing this. Like, I do not need to be in like a fucking hospital situation because I was trying to feel good about myself. Yeah, snowboarding was one of those things that, like, my friends from high school all did because I didn't realize they were much richer than me, and I should have gotten into that. Although, I did have one friend who had a life-changing event because he fucking hit a grinding rail without a helmet on and had a traumatic brain injury, so, like, maybe not, because I definitely would have not been wearing a helmet with him because we were buds. At least I thought we were. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. I could have been misinterpreting the whole thing. Ooh, damn, almost my record. Handsome, though. Are those both of them? Yeah, those are both my big ones. Yeah, I would be more brutal about it, but I mean, it was the first time anyone in my life had ever experienced anything like that. But, like, he literally changed as a person. It's even wild to talk about right this moment just because of how crazy it was. But, like, night and day difference. Like, just a different person after the event. It was crazy. But I totally agree with you. But it's really hard for me to actually say anything like that simply because, like, it's weird. It's just a weird thing to even, like, think about. Yeah, no, like, I totally agree with you, but it's just, it's a strange thing. We used to, like, and it's a weird coping mechanism, and I hope we never even joked about it in front of him. I hope not, but again, decades have gone by. But, like, we used to, like, again, joke, but cope, about how we had 2 different of the same friend because there was, like, pre and post. But nope. That was something that changed in my life, was like, no more fucking doing that shit. Fucking safety matters. Because then I had another friend who flipped and I don't actually remember the order of this. This one might have been before the traumatic brain injury, but I had another friend who flipped like a 4Runner, like one of those little fucking, like, not a quad, but like not a golf cart kind of things. And he fucking degloved his hand. Just fucking ripped the skin off his hand. And I was a terrible friend to him. I made fun of his hand a lot. I was a terrible friend. I had another friend who flipped one as well, and he tried to catch himself, and he fucking broke his arm. I was like the only friend in my entire friend group who never broke a bone, which is weird because I skated like all the time. I didn't used to wear a helmet when I was a kid, but one time I fell off a tabletop on a bike when I was like way too young to be doing it. And I fell off the tabletop, and when the bike landed, it fucking landed handlebars down on my face, and it split my lip something fierce. All I remember is having to ride the bike back to get to my parents because I was at the park. And like when I got home, like, oh, I just smacked my microphone, I'm sorry. When I got home, I had just dried, caked blood on my face. Actually, if I remember correctly, I had to ride to the baseball fields to find my parents because my stepbrother was playing baseball, and all they ended up doing was telling me to go get a... Actually, I'm remembering this. I was told to go get a fucking Mountain Dew Livewire because it was the new hot flavor of that. You could date the fucking day this probably happened because it was literally the summer Livewire came out. I can remember all of that coming back. If you're wondering, I was with my dad, just to clear any of this up. If you are not believing the story, let me just paint that right across in big bold letters. Having the wind knocked out of you is one of those experiences. I don't think everybody should have to, like, have the wind knocked out of them. But, like, having the wind knocked out of you is truly one of those experiences where, like... I don't know. It kind of tells you a lot about the person. Because they're either going to be angry that something they can't control has just happened, or they're going to realize that there's a fucking much larger and stronger world out there. I don't remember the first time I had the wind knocked out of me, but, like, I remember the first time I played football with, like, my friends, and one of them tackled me, and remember thinking, like, oh, wow. We're choosing not to hurt each other, because, like, I've tackled you guys as hard as I can, and it doesn't even hurt you guys, but, like, I'm down. Oh my god, was I breathing? Was I not breathing? And then you fucking suddenly, like, reality comes back in, the lights get a little brighter, you suddenly realize the people are talking to you, you're not just deaf. Or even when I face planted. Oh. I never ate shit hill bombing, and looking back at it, honestly, I deserve all of the bad things that happened to me. I don't even feel bad saying that. The amount of giant hills that I rode down on a skateboard without a helmet, so lucky. I rode behind a car one time on a skateboard, and fucking, this is one of the craziest experiences ever. This is one of the things that made me realize to never put my life in somebody else's hands. And I know that's fucking pessimistic, but, like, we were riding behind this dude's car, like, maybe 10 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour. And I remember my friend and I, like, we were both behind the car skitching, because it was Tony Hawk, baby. And I remember, like, both of us looking at each other and being like, oh, yeah, like, enough of this. And we both, like, tapped on the back of the car, like, hey, dude, like, stop. Fucking, like, slow down, stop. And he just took off. And I just remember thinking, like, oh, this is it. And before, like, the thoughts had finally, like, hit my mind, and I even had the chance of, like, oh, we're going too fast for me to bail. Like, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't even remember what happened. His legs or my legs just fucking gave out. And we were fucking, one of us hit the other one and just rolling. Just fucking tumbling across the fucking blacktop. And, dude, I remember being fucked up from that. He got worse road rash than me, but I remember just hurting for so long. But, like, I don't even remember having, like, a bump or, like, scrape on me. I just remember fucking my bones ached. But he had a like, a thing of road rash that was so bad. I remember for, like, weeks, he would bitch about having to pull his shirt out of it because it was, like, fresh and his shirts would stick to it. So he had to, like, constantly change bandages on it. But if he didn't fucking, like, change the bandages often enough, it got moist. And then, like, while it was airing out, if he fucking let his shirt touch it, it was moist enough that it fucking stuck again. And it was like, dude, that sucks. Like, I'm so sorry, but, like, I can't fucking, like, my body hurts. And I just remember when we talked to the friend finally, he was just like, I thought you wanted me to go faster. And I just remember thinking, like, no! No! Oh my gosh, I wish I still had videos of this, but there was this hill behind our old college house that we used to bomb, and it was massive. I have a video of me bombing a similar hill, but it's grass covered. But I wish I had videos of us doing the road one because of how much faster we moved. It was fucking insane. And then there was an even bigger hill that came out of a cemetery, led into a road, and then, like, went down another fucking hill. It was crazy. And, like, we didn't actually ride that one. We luged it. We'd lay on our skateboards and just plank is fucking, you'd hold, like, I had crazy abs, bro. I mean, I rock climbed and did a bunch of other stuff. So, like, obviously I was in good shape. Hit the gym all the time. But you would just fucking hold your core as hard as you could, and you would just blast out of this cemetery praying there were no cars. And then, like, I had this certain fucking, like, sweatshirt I wore where, like, the hands were starting to wear down, but, like, you'd fucking, like, stick a hand out to do, like, a sharp turn and fucking lean in. Dude, it was so much fun. I had so much fun in college. I also failed 3 semesters because I was just fucking dicking around or partying or doing something, and then, like, I had crippling test anxiety, and I knew I didn't do well on tests, so, like, I should have studied harder and done better. And, you know, the teacher always offered, like, if you need to go to a quiet room where you need to take the test in your own time, you can. And, like, I always was just like, bitches. Like, what a fucking loser. Who's gonna stand up? And it was me. It was me. I needed to stand up and go, and I was too busy making fun of myself. Being a bitch. Being a pussy-ass bitch making fun of myself because I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to admit to myself that I needed to go to that separate room and take the test by myself. Oh, dude, it all came to a T one time. I remember taking this test and just literally watching everybody leave the room on the first page of the fucking packet and just thinking to myself, like, it'll come to you. It always comes to you. And then, like, everybody left, and the professor literally looked at me and was just like, you've never taken this long. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, don't cry. Oh my god, why am I about to cry? Have I not answered a single question on this fucking test? Dude, this is it. This is the fucking test. This is the capstone test. I'm fucked. What did he just... Oh, he just asked me again. Oh, I'm fucked. And then like it was then that I realized like I think I have test anxiety. And he was just looking at me like, yeah, you, what? Are you just now realizing this? Nice. I never actually was able to do a muscle up. My best ever, and again, I was a climber, so like I took pride in my pull-ups. I think my best ever was like 15 pull-ups, like proper form and everything, just like busting them out. Not the greatest, but to be proud of them. But like I just don't think I had the body, like the body shape and weight ratio. Because in my best again, I could leap 52 inches off the ground onto like stacked fucking weights or plyo boxes, whatever I had around. My favorite was going out into the woods and finding rocks, boulders. Boulders, baby. But like I think I'm 5'10" and a half, and I weighed like 180. 175 was like my best when I was working out all the time and trying not to eat entire things of Oreos. But like I just couldn't do it. I could get to the point where like and I'm sure you know it, like you have that one elbow up and it's just like, just get it. And I just couldn't. I just could never get up over, which is crazy because I climbed. So like I could do that movement when I was climbing, but it required my feet. So, like, I don't know if maybe my torso just wasn't long enough for me to get that momentous swing, and, like, I was just taken too short of I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I literally trained my roommate to do muscle-ups, and I never got to the point where I could do them. I don't know. I could just never do them, and it killed me, because, like, I remember it became a thing in climbing, where, like, everybody was doing their muscle. Like, you gotta do muscle-ups, bro. Are you doing your muscle-ups? Are you campusing? How much can you campus? Can you campus that route yet? Dude, are you still using your feet? Bro, you should be able to climb without your feet. And it's like, okay, like, I can. But, like, I just can't fucking... I can't do muscle-ups. Like, I'm as strong. I just can't do muscle-ups. You should be able to do a muscle-up by now, though, bro. You should be doing multiples. And then, oh my god, what was it? The full lever. All of a sudden, it became cool to be able to do the full lever, where, like, you'd grab onto a pull-up bar, and then you would just do, like, an upside-down plank. And I was, like, the first person in my friend group to fucking be able to do that and hold it. And I just remember thinking, like, fuck all of you. Like, this whole fucking, like, muscle up, fucking upper body strength bullshit. Like, can you campus? And then it, like, came down to, like, actual core strength shit. And it was just like, you motherfuckers have been lacking. Oh my god, I just remember for, like, the last 2 months that I lived with, like, roommates and stuff, I would just fucking do full lever. Or, is it a full lever? Front lever. Front lever. I think it's called a front lever. In the doorways. Just as like a, fuck you guys. Yeah, no, a front lever. It is a front lever. Yeah. And I would just do them in the doorway, like, with fucking, like, the thin-ass molding on the door. And just like, yeah, motherfuckers. What do you think of this? I couldn't really hold it for that long, but... how many potato cakes do I have? If I was gonna go fish for... 12. Let's go buy some. I did not start working out until I was in my senior year of high school. Because again, deepest lore, I didn't hit puberty until I was in my like the second half of my junior year of high school. It's so funny because, like, if you look at my school pictures, I look like a little kid in one, and then in the very next one, it's like, wow. Wait, where's the junior year picture? And it's like, no, that's it. And then you see my senior year, and it's just like, well, wait, no, wait. What happened here? And it just literally over one summer, I just grew so much. Oh, wait, wait. I would say the worst injury I got. Post in the local park. I was with a friend. I jumped on the post with one leg and slipped, fell forward. Face planted the cement and face piece was bleeding. Friends panicked and I started getting good and proceeded to walk home holding my nose and face full of blood in my hands. Ended up walking a group of chicks and they were like, he's okay. Face. So I ended up moving in faces and ended up pale. Oh, nice. So, similar story. Doesn't sound as bad as yours. Yours sounds pretty bad. I went ding-dong ditching with a bunch of friends, and we ran from this dude's house because he let his dogs out. And he had, like, some sort of, and it's the same, I can remember it. The same type of fence, or not fence, but, like, fence post as, like, a stop sign, that, like, shape. But he just had one in his yard, and I just fucking ran face first into it, and it split my eyebrow open. And I went home, and I remember, like, washing it out and trying to hide. And then going downstairs the next day and my mom just being like, oh my god. And then thinking like, what? Oh, what? How does she know? Oh, what? And then she was just like, what is wrong with your face? And then just realizing like, oh shit, that's way worse than I thought. Oh, damn. I guess maybe I should have woken you up. Oh, wow. My face is split open. Did you know that? We might as well have them. I can also make money off of lures. Oh, you can just buy... I forgot that. Okay. I guess I forgot that. Whips. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. I could, yeah. Yeah, I could see that one being up there. I would honestly, I'd probably put that one up there. This is Lo-Fi's favorite place to fish. Let's go to Lo-Fi's favorite place to fish for a little bit. I don't know if you guys know who Lo-Fi Lady is. She used to play Dark Cloud 2 a bit. She used to play quite a bit. She fishes over here, though. She said she was going to try to pick up the game here again soon. But I don't think she has. She did a ton of fish breeding. My worst injury ever has to be the time that I hurt my back. But I mean, like, when you actually, and I don't want to make anybody else's injuries sound not bad, but when you hurt your back, like for the first time where it's like crippling, I don't know, man. It's like I was saying earlier with the wind knocked out of you. It's like you realize like, oh, it gets worse. But like, I just remember being stuck on the couch for like months. And then finally just one day getting up out of bed and thinking to myself like, wait, I twisted. Is it gonna take, am I gonna hurt in a minute? Why is it not hurt? Why don't I hurt? And just thinking like, oh my god, is it over? Oh my god. This is a decent Nonky, I think. Or a giant tartan. Oh, what is it? It's a decent Nonky. Yeah, that'll happen. I've never had any infection scares, knock on wood, but twice I have been doing like outdoor labor, and it's just like, oh yeah, we're picking up some wood and we're doing some stuff, and it's like, hey, they're nails? Do I need to be worried about nails? It's like, no, dude, it's fucking lumber. Like, or timber. We're picking up fucking cut wood. Like, there's no nails. And like, I'll pick up a piece of fucking wood, and it's like, ah! Well, there's fucking barbed wire fence, and there's like a piece of barbed wire from like 100 years ago running through the fucking fence, or running through the tree. They like grew into it. And it's just like, well, fuck me. Oh, hold on. I'll read that message in a sec. I just saw Zoo. I better not be able to identify you from any animal deaths. You better not be any of those fucking kids that fell in, Monty. I like you too much. Only time I've ever been knocked out, I did myself the same. Oh, okay. I'm liking where this is going. Not okay. I was wondering, as soon as I got to the jump part, I actually got a little scared, but that's... Oh my god. Oh, he did the flip with the Nonky. He flipped it in his hands. I've only ever been knocked out once. And it was, honestly, I don't think I had a traumatic brain injury to the extent that my friend did, because I don't ever remember my fucking attitude changing to the point where, like, people joked about it. But I do remember getting knocked out while sledding one year. We had... Dumbest fucking thing ever. Classic. I was with my dad. Oh, 4th place for Gila, baby. Big jump. But my dad brought a fucking inner tube from like when we would go boating in the summertime. And like, it was so fast. It was so fucking fast. You just literally would like hop on the tube and like hold on, and you'd be down at the bottom of the hill before you knew it. But I went one time by myself, and I just didn't have enough weight to keep the fucking tube on the ground. And it fucking moved, dude. And it drifted across the hill, and I ended up hitting a ramp some kids had built, like, nowhere near where we were fucking going down. But, like, I was just moving, like, diagonally in a fucking, like, a fucking ripped snow tide. And I went airborne, and I remember going upside down and then just landing upside down. And then I woke... I remember standing up and looking at everybody and everybody cheering and then falling back down, and then I woke up in the van with hot chocolate. But I don't remember having any giant life-changing, you know, personality swings. I'm pretty sure by that point in my life I had already made that one teacher cry, so I can't blame it on that. That was one thing I will give my father. I trash my dad a lot, but my dad did try to make my childhood as great as possible, although he basically just spoiled the shit out of me while being shitty to every other human being we ever interacted with. So, like, he did try, but, like, as pretty much little as possible. But I can't say that he didn't try. Like, the best way I can describe it would be like... I mean, I can't really describe it any other way than fucking... he was a construction worker, but yet he said they were the most fucking abused and taken advantage of people in the entire, like, working industry. But it was also like, don't you make enough money to fucking take care of, like, myself and 3 kids who aren't yours and, like, go on vacations every year and do a bunch of stuff, and you have, like, weekends? Yeah, but you never want to be one. And it's just like, I don't... What? It's a bad job. It's for people who don't know how to follow orders and get through school. And then, like, when I was slowly getting through school, like, he just hated it constantly. Oh my god. Mind you, I went to college for wildlife resources management. Like, that was the name of, like, my major, my degree. And at one point, we had this, like, dinner discussion. I just remember him looking at me one point. He literally said, don't you ever think we're just spending too much on the environment? And it was just like, no. Because that's, no. I think if I ever say yes to that, I'm getting a fucking pay cut. And I already don't need that. Please? But no, he was, and I didn't even know this back then, but he had been radicalized by, like, Fox News and stuff like that. I just didn't know. I didn't know how to identify that stuff. But yeah, he's not coming back. He likes it. He likes being radicalized. He likes that he gets to put other people down and have a reason for it. Which is sad because, like, again, he raised me, like, all the right ways, but as hypocritical as possible, that I can remember being a kid and just thinking to myself, like, these don't feel right. Remember to respect everybody and treat everybody equally. And then he'd throw out, like, a fucking slur 10 minutes later, and it's like, I don't... What? Hold on. I'm still thinking about the, like, treating everybody equally thing. Like, that's right, but what did you just call that person? Probably the vet opposite and enemy in this. Oh shit, wait, hold on. Nah. You see, kids actually get pretty excited every time the elephant takes a shit. There's about 3 kids a week that jump into the rail. We had to start putting pool noodles on them. My dad was, like, again, like, the worst, because, and this is one of those things that, like, I had to, like, realize about myself, because, like, I liked harvesting mushrooms, I liked collecting shit, but, like, oh, nice, beautiful. The big difference for me was realizing, like, I didn't take shit from the park, like, all the time. Like, I didn't have to fucking, like, if I saw a mushroom in the park, I had to take it. Like, if I was in a state park, I was just like, no, it's illegal. Like, I'm not taking the mushroom. Like, I'm leaving the mushroom behind. But, like, my dad couldn't. It had to be taken. It had to be taken advantage of. Oh, I was like, what the fuck? But honky is technically a racial term. I'll allow it. Oh, one of the most embarrassing days of my, not even, just moment. The whole day was ruined by this, but moment. But my dad had this obsession with taking, he called them twisty sticks, but essentially trees that had grapevines grow around them, and then the two had grown together and twisted, and he was obsessed with them. He didn't do anything with them besides cut them and then leave them in a barrel in his garage. But he had like 40 of them. He was obsessed with them. And I remember one time he came to see me at school, and I was working up at the nature center. And like, he just kept hounding me he like came to see me and he was just like, you guys have one in your yard. And I was like, what? He's like, you got a twisty stick in your nature center's yard. I'm gonna take it. And it was just like, don't fucking cut a tree down on my campus fucking property, you psychopath. And like, before I even knew it, he was heading over there. And I just remember like begging my professor to like help me in this situation. He was just like, I guess cut it. And it was just like, I just remember thinking like, what? You're cool with this? And I just remember him looking at me with this look like, dude, you're not stopping that freak. Turn around. And my dad was already cutting the fucking tree down. And it was just like... And I just, like, it was this moment where, like, my professor was just looking at me like, dude, welcome to the fucking natural resource world. Like, sorry your dad's won. And it was just like, dude, you can't do that. And just, like, there was just this fucking, like, moment of, like, total embarrassment washing over me as, like, I'm looking at my professor like, I'm so sorry. And he's just like, no, it's fine. Like, there's idiots in this world that cut down trees in state parks and stuff like that. Your dad cutting down a tree on a fucking college campus where we study trees, like, what's the big deal? And it was just like, I just remember thinking, like, you're being so cool about this because you know how embarrassed I am right now. Like, you don't have to fucking shame me. Like, I can't do this. I have to, he's picking me up. I can't hang out with him. And he was just like, nah, we're good. We're good for the day. We're closed. I'm heading home. You can go hang out with your dad. I don't need you. And it was just like, no, please, dude, don't. And all the states I've lived in, you can't take shit from the state parks. You can't take anything. But state to state's obviously different. There's 50 states and multiple territories. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but I am swapping between these two baits, and it seems to be working. Oh, it wasn't a rare tree by any means. Like, it wasn't anything spectacular, because my teacher actually was a dendrologist. He was actually my professor and my boss, which made it all worse. But, oh my god, it was just like, it was so bad. Oh, if it would have been something rare, like, because I lived on a fucking, well, I never lived on campus. I lived off of campus, but we lived half a mile from campus. So we always walked. Well, we didn't always walk. That's a lie. I don't want to lie. But our campus, I think, had over 100 tree species. It was like 120 tree species or something like that. It was technically a tree sanctuary by definition. So, like, the odds that he didn't cut down something rare were actually pretty fucking slim. There was a high chance he cut something rare down, but he didn't. It was probably an autumn olive, honestly. Probably was honestly not even a problem, and why my professor was so, in fact, cool with the situation, because he was just like, fucking, that thing needs to come out. But, oh my god. It was so bad. He was embarrassing. I remember, like, one time being a kid, he took me morel hunting, and, like, we found a false morel, and I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, this is so cool, look, it's a false morel. And the whole rest of the trip after that was just me slowly realizing that my dad was mad at me for making us destroy it, because I knew he wanted to take it back, and I knew if he took it back, he would fucking eat it. So, like, we destroyed it. And, like, I remember the rest of the trip slowly realizing, like, is he mad at me? I think he's mad at me. Why would he be mad at me? And, like, now I know it's because he was, like, probably mad that I destroyed the largest morel he ever found, and he won't get to brag about it to his friends and stuff like that. But, like, I knew, like, I remember, like, immediately knowing that he was going to fucking eat the thing. And it was just like, I'm gonna jump on it. And just, like, this moment where, like, he had to bite his tongue, like, I'm proud of my boy for being able to fucking identify a false morel. Like, bullshit. There's no false morel. And I just remember, like, looking at this thing and being like, oh, this thing's fucked. Like, it's got the white fucking stem, the purple top, it's not wrinkled right. This is so cool. Like, it's a false morel. Like, I found one. And just him looking at me like, how dare you? Like, fuck you, kid. That's worth money. We need to take that with us. That's worth money. Which is sad, too, because, like, he had a few spots where he hunted morels, but obviously his spots had probably turned up dry because he wasn't properly fucking spreading spores or anything. I also, if I remember correctly, he picked his way too early because he was always paranoid somebody else was going to pick him. I am going for record-sized fish, and somebody I know fishes here for their nonkies, so I figured I'd give it a try. But how's it going? How are you today? How are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, fuck, I just smacked the microphone again. Smack the mic for a minute. I'm gonna talk about some fish, but I'm gonna get back to the Shigura Village. And I'm gonna try to catch a couple more Bobos tonight, but what song is that? That's fucking Eminem and Lil Wayne. No Love. Oh my god, that's the fucking Night at the Roxbury song. Fucking love. I can't even hit that fucking note right now. Holy shit, my voice was not ready for that. I'd have to go out and scream. My voice is perfect right now for doing my fucking cracking voice, though. I wonder if I can do it. Yeah, it's perfect. That's perfect voice cracking. Perfect. I was gonna ask, what do you think you can do about Charlie? I've been going on about. Wait. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt that he's in Close to War's fucking chat right now. I'm gonna open it on my phone. I probably have my volume up. Nope. Or actually, I don't even know. Who's streaming fucking. Oh, never mind. He probably... My computer still says there's 93 people playing Dark Cloud 2. I'm guessing he's not. Yeah, no, he's not anymore. Honestly, and it's crazy you guys have never met. That blows my mind. He's usually in the, like, Dark Cloud 2 stream with the most viewers. It's so weird that you haven't met him. Because that's where I find you... is in the Dark Cloud 2 stream with the most viewers. It has to be a sleep schedule thing. That's so weird. What time is it? It's dark in here. It's 11 a.m. Okay. I want to catch Nonky. I really want to catch the Nonky world record, y'all. I really do. But I'm not sure how to go about that besides... Palm Brink Lake is like where most people catch their Nonkies, but I've never had good luck with Nonky here. All of my Nonky are really short. I've caught heavy Nonky here, but I've never caught long Nonky. I think so. Truthfully, every time I say I do, somebody always says, well, you don't know what people have caught before, like, the, streaming and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I should hold a bunch of them, but we'll never know. Okay, let's be honest, though, like, low count and high count streams for Dark Cloud is a difference of 6 people. Unless you're like one of the anomalies, like it really is a difference between like 3 people and 12 people, which isn't 6. That was bad math, but no, it's just funny to me because like I feel like I always see you two just in the same type of streams, but now that I think about it, I guess I've never seen you in the same stream at the same time. Maybe you're the same person. Maybe you just don't know it. Maybe when you go to sleep, you become nocturnal. Is that it? But I hold the record for Kaji length, Kaji weight, I think Hama Hama weight, Bobo weight, Tartan weight, Tartan length, and probably 1 or 2 other things. But like, wait, you have Glitch, Close War, and some others. Yeah. And then, I might be wrong about this, because they were watching me earlier, but isn't Gum V a speedrunner as well? They were in my stream. It was freaking me out. It was making me really uncomfortable, because they didn't say anything. But, like, I definitely know their name from, like, the community. I don't know them personally. But they were in my stream while fucking... Yeah, I swear he's a top runner, but he was in my stream at one point. It was freaking me out. And then I mentioned him, and I think he left. Oh, I wonder if that's when Close to War ended their stream. That would make sense. I usually like chatting as well, but I've realized as of late that I backseat so hard. I don't actually tell people about things. I usually just end up describing what I like to do, and that's literally the definition of backseating. All I need to do is change the way I word it, and it would not be backseating. But like, I realize that I word all of my points as backseated like statements. Like, oh, when I do that, I do this. And what I could be saying is like, did you know you get more points from doing this? And it simply becomes a tip rather than a backseat. Still annoying to some people, but it would come off better in most situations if I learned how to word things better in a less backseaty. Yeah, framing is pretty much everything. You have to use proper words, but if we're getting that technical, framing is still probably everything, because then you have to frame the words right. Is the sun going down? Yeah. Framin be 99.9.9.9%. And I don't know where those extra 9s are coming from. Well, shit. The sun going down, there we go. The sun going down is like apparently prime time for fish. Again, the guy who told me that hasn't ever actually set any records as far as I'm aware, so probably not true, but... I might reset the game. I'm a firm believer that this game needs reset if you're not catching good fish, but I also don't know. I have no proof of that. I just feel that way. Oh, and what I was saying earlier, though, I don't know about any of my records because, again, there's always people who have fished back in the past, and they could have caught bigger, but we wouldn't know. But those records that I stated, as far as I'm aware for all the research I've done on the internet, those are the records I have. I have more records, technically, because some of the people who claim to have bigger fish than me have no proof that they have bigger fish than me. But, like, it's Pokemon Fan 4000, so I'm never gonna be able to fucking argue that, like, they're not. I mean, like, I can argue it, but, like, I'm not gonna win that. And I want to believe that Pokemon Fan 4000 wouldn't lie about fucking record-size fish, but I do believe that there would be a chance that, you know, they're the king of glitches and cheats. There's a chance that they forgot they were using an exploit at some time and then caught a record-sized fish. Because I find it weird that they wouldn't record their record fish on camera, but they would write it down, despite the fact that they have videos from 15 years ago of them catching big fish. So it's like, I don't know. Oh, have you seen that? I go there so little because I get angry. What is it? What do I need to, what is it? It has been a conversation in the Discord this morning. Is it that I really tried, but after 50 hours, 50 hours?! Holy shit! That's a lot of fucking time! You're good. I don't even need to read it. If you gave something 50 hours, I think you can quit. Oh, not bad. That was a good one. Oh, dude, it's fucking locked. They fucking locked it, bro. Are the mods actually active again? Well, it's just the one fucking mod, Lily. I know people said to avoid speed up. Stop, people! Don't avoid. Oh, God. This community. But it really pushed me over the edge in conjunction with the time limit medals on my first, on the first dungeon. Oh, bro! Just made me feel like I was wasting my time overdoing it. Dude, I literally had a fucking panic attack yesterday because I couldn't get Sphida. Bro, I've been playing this game for 20 years. This poor kid, or adult, or whoever it is, I was wasting my time overdoing it over and over, hoping for RNG to be on my side. Bro, I just had RNG on my side today, and I fucked it up. I literally called it the God roll, and I fucked it up. I was streaming it, and it just put me into a... Oh! Well, I don't want to dox them, but I wonder who it was. Honestly, I'd like to see their Sphidas. There's a good chance that they just got bad Sphidas, too, and thought they were possible. Sometimes, dude, unless you're a pro at this game, the Sphida's just not possible. I have been on record saying that all Sphida are possible, but you have to fucking see the digits on the screen. Straight up Matrix shit. It's no longer Dark Cloud 2 to you. It's just the digits. Blah, blah, blah. I was streaming and it put me into a rage, and I haven't felt with a game in a long time. It'll do that. Yep, I literally quit playing earlier. Well, yesterday, technically, but that is earlier in the grand scheme. A game fails as a game when it makes me feel like my time is wasted. Yes, that's true. And sadly, Dark Cloud 2 has done that for me. I feel that. Final Fantasy X did that to me, and people called me stupid because I was wrong. And it's... If you feel like your time's been wasted, that's up to you. Unless you're talking about, like, RNG farming, and you're like, I looked for that item for 100 attempts, and it's like, bro, you were looking for a shiny Pokemon. What the fuck did you expect? But let's get a little further in. Blah, blah, blah. Plus the hassle it has to take grind up allies' gear, and it's not a fun grind either. Yeah! I said this earlier, Chapter 3 and Chapter 6, is a difference of 2,700 ABS. But that also falls back onto the fact that Level 5 wants you to understand their level up system more than they want you to just actually be able to get overpowered. Level 5 does not like you getting overpowered. I've talked about this stream. They are very against the player being overpowered. So, like, I do think a lot of the players of this game who grew up with it Oh, yeah, and that's, honestly, we'd have to go back in time, because I don't fucking doubt that the community told him to use Steve. Because they do that. People tell you to use Steve. Steve's so overpowered! Get the barrel cannons! I actually just learned about the barrel cannons recently. Monty was talking to me about that. Monty likes the barrel cannons. But, like, the community loves how overpowered Steve is, but they also like to shit on you if you use it too much. That's a fucking double-edged sword. And again, using the robot is what's... yeah, let me... Allies Gear is not a fun grind either. It's very slow. I'm used to grinding, but it feels like the game intentionally wants to waste your time unless you're using Steve. Kind of interesting that he actually knows Steve's name. I should have just got the name change ticket and been done with... Oh, dude, yeah. It sounds like he got advice from the community, and the community forgets that they have 20 years of experience behind them. And, like, the minute details of, like, what items to collect, what you can sell to get some extra money, how much you should be collecting on Steve and splitting with your characters. That's all very fucking precise and, like, fine details that we've picked up over the years. And people forget to share. Because, yeah, the fact that he refers to it as Steve and he says name change ticket really makes me think that he either knows what he's talking about or he got information that he shouldn't have. Truthfully, I usually... There's a certain floor, and, I think it's literally called Steve's Battle. But there's a certain floor in Chapter 1 where I swear you get more ride pod fuel when you throw the boxes. And I'll usually just get 5 there, and then I'll use Cedric for the rest of my, like, playthrough. But again, I usually play New Game Plus, so, like, I can build, like, increased energy packs earlier for Steve. So Steve's even stronger, but... where was I? Unless you're using Steve, I should have just got the name change ticket and been done with it, but my viewers wanted the Monica Panther... Okay, hold on. No, bro. If you've got viewers telling you... Yeah, your viewers are fucking... It's his viewers. It sounds like his viewers suck. If his viewers are guiding him into shit like... Yeah, no. It sounds like his viewers have ruined the experience with... Like... It sounds... Yeah. If I had to guess, every time he ran into a problem and he should have been getting advice on what to build up weapon-wise, they were probably telling him to use Steve, and he never actually learned how to... Yeah. Yeah. The mention of the viewers is so important. He already said he was streaming it, but that explains where he knew about all the... Why do they want him to have the fucking... I don't know. That's some weirdo shit. You don't make some... No, that's some weirdo shit. That's such a waste. Unless they were gonna tell him to fucking make a save beforehand. That's some weirdo shit, bro. I would be so mad if somebody convinced me to waste my medals on the Panther Ensemble. Now, the Kitty Bell and the shoes are cool... But it doesn't sound like they were guiding him towards that. Because you can... Yeah. One of the Monica Panther gear. So that's what... Oh, that's what they got? No! No! They did him dirty! Oh, he could have just gotten the name change ticket and... Oh! If they didn't have him save before doing that... That's so wrong, bro. Oh, because he could have just gotten a name change ticket and gotten an ultimate when he could have been having fun. Oh. But that's what they got. Game just isn't fun when you have to consult a guide Oh, bro. If he'd just gotten a 5-star armlet, he probably could have started having fun. Because that thing's... If you get that in Chapter 5, 6, it's broken. If you get it in Chapter 7, it's just good. And then if you just... smack a bunch of weapons and stuff onto it. It's great. And it's uncomfortable, dude. Like, not even to, like, and if this is what gets me canceled, so be it. But her bikini makes her breast just look it's not right. They didn't even give her, like, real boobs. Like, it's fucking weird. Like, they should have just given her a flat chest, like a human would have. But, like, like, it literally is just, it's not right. Like, the fucking, like, the actual bikini is just not fucking, it's like uncanny boobs. It's just, the last time I saw it, because, what was I doing? I was messing around with Codebreaker, and she was wearing the Panther ensemble, and I went through the fucking cutscene with the Ixion, where it does the shaking cutscene, where she's like, ah! And it makes everybody and their fucking parents uncomfortable from fucking, like, across the globe. And I just remember thinking, like, her bra, or whatever you want to call it, her bathing suit's not even shaped right. It's like, it's literally just too small. It's just fucking, it's just weird. Fucking, oh my god, I do love that cutscene with Max on the fucking clown outfit, because he, like, it just has a fucking mask on, and he's like, ah! Yeah, honestly, and, like, I get it. I have OCD, I have FOMO, I have all that stuff, but, like, you can't with this game. You literally, you can't. This game is so fucking punishing, it's ridiculous. This is one of those games that's truly meant to be played multiple times because of how much missable stuff it has. And some of it's not even useful. Honestly, when you get down to it, you never need to invent anything. I agree with that, but, like, truthfully, your second and third playthroughs, you should treat the game like it's 2024 and just do everything as efficiently as the community can. But yeah, your first playthrough, you really do need to play like it's the 2000s, because, like, there's too much, man. You're not finding everything, and, like, it just, it was meant to be played a certain way. And you can play it with the guidebook, but, like, you need to play it with the guidebook and, like, bust out your Sharpie and mark off all the pictures as you take them. And nobody wants to do that nowadays because they're collectible. Alright, where was I? Blah, blah, blah. Guide every 5... Oh, fish. Oh, it's small. Every 5 seconds and hope you miss something permanent, which is bad for somebody like me who has OCD. I want to complete all I can in a single run. Yeah, that's... Okay, that is on you because you... Yeah. That's just... And that is such a challenge run. It's absurd. Trying to 100% Dark Cloud 1 on your first playthrough is such an, like... Actually, I don't even think it's possible. It might just barely be possible for you to buy all of... No, I don't think it's possible. I don't think it is. Because you'd have to buy the clown hat, the clown chest, the kitty bell, the panther ensemble, the princess orb, the princess chest, and then there's the knight sword that you can only get through the name change ticket. You can only make the shoes. You can make the shoes of the kitty, the panther, and the princess. You can make all the shoes. But you have to buy all of them. You can get the princess outfit for free in New Game Plus, so long as you've beaten Chapter 7's Griffin, or not, Dark Element. But you have to buy the outfits. You have like 400 medals at the end, so I can't remember exactly how many. But I'm trying to remember because you get the Holy Dallas Blade, but that builds up into the Sun Sword, which is unique. So technically, you need to either make the Sun Sword or the Holy Dallas Blade with name change tickets as well. I don't think you can 100% the game on your first playthrough. And honestly, I was talking to Close to War about this. You actually just don't have enough inventory space to collect every unique weapon and item. Yeah, the old Holy Daddy Blade. The Dallas. I don't actually remember what it is. Because I think that's true for Dark Cloud 1. You can do 100% playthrough. You can collect every unique item. But I don't think it's true for Dark Cloud 2. I don't think you can have one of every item. Dude, that's another thing. If Dark Cloud 2 had storage, oh, it'd be so good. Oh, wait, where was I? All I can is single run through, play the game, and hope you miss nothing. I tried, but I have to quit. Going back to Rune Factory 4. Nobody cares about that shit. Shut the fuck up. That game's grind is worse, but it's more fun to do it. Shut the fuck up. You lost me. You lost me with everything right there. So you're mad because of the way you decided to play the game. I don't agree with that. I don't like that that's the top comment with 7. Downvote. No, it sounds like his fucking... It sounds like he's never played this game before and his viewers fucking led him astray. I would blame him for trusting his viewers, though. They sound like idiots. Going for medals is only necessary for cosmetics and achievements. That's not true. The name change ticket, bro. That is literally the bee's knees. They're there to artificially slow down your progress. That's literally not true! Don't always listen to viewers. Wait. 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 Do I listen to that? Wait. Wait. No. No. Is that advice? Oh no. Don't always listen to viewers. Do I listen to that? Do I listen to that? If I don't listen to you, I am taking your advice. But if I listen to you, I think I have to take your advice no matter what. Fuck. Yeah. You got me. I have to take your advice no matter what. I guess I could kill myself. But then I wouldn't have any fishing records. You got me there! You fucking got me there. You got me good, too. Don't always listen to viewers. That's a copy and paster. That is something you copy and paste into every stream you go into. That's a good one. What was I just watching that had that? It was Rick and Morty. I don't know why I've been talking about Rick and Morty so much, but it's fucking one of us speaks truths and the other speaks lies. Did you fuck his wife? Yes! Oh, no! And then I forgot the other guy yells, I forgive you, because he's lying. Oh my god. Is it fish time? We gotta go sell our fish. Oh no, Sendane Station. Oh, hour 54. It is break time. I'm just gonna go, honestly, I'm not gonna take a break. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am going to, do we have Cedric with us? I'm not gonna take a real break. I'm just gonna go probably should take a break. I'm just gonna go grab a glass of chocolate milk and check on the cats, because I didn't check on them in the last 2 hours, and I should probably take the dog outside. So let's just get all this stuff sold, and buy some bait, and then I think I might try to get out of bounds and do some out of bounds fishing. Yeah, I need to go check on, I usually check on the cats every 2 hours, but it's been 4 hours because I skipped the last break. Which I don't normally do, but sometimes, you know, it's not like I have to get up. I like to get up because, like you were saying, it's good for your body. Oh, what the fuck? It's good for you to get up, move around, do stuff, you know, hydrate. And it's very easy to just get locked in and fucking sit down for 6 hours and realize, like, oh, I'm back! I'm back! And you fucked your back up. And you didn't have to fuck your back up. You just get up and move around. But, you know, I don't have to get up every 2 hours and fucking do shit, but it is something that I don't want to get out of the habit of doing, simply because it is better for me to keep doing it. So I am going to get up for this break. My stomach's kind of hurting, but I am obviously hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet, but if I make breakfast, I'm going to lose my momentum, and it's going to be all over for me, and I'd like to just hit the 12-hour mark because we're already at 9 hours. So we'll make it to there, and then I'll call it. But I'm just going to go have a big old glass of chocolate milk because that's got calories and sugar in it. No, let me be a shrimp. You straight spine monkey? You want a ginger? Ah! I mean, I've never actually had one. I don't like either of those things. But, I'm sorry, I'm taking my sweatshirt off by shaking, so I'm gonna sound weird for a second. But I don't think that it actually tastes like ginger or beer. So maybe. Oh yeah, 4 hours and 30 minutes. Oh, butterbeer's Harry Potter, right? A beer. We'll do that. That. Nice. Have you had Werner's before? No. Oh, is that the fucking ginger ale? That's the green bottle of ginger ale, is it not? I actually had no idea what that was, and then the second I put context to it, it was just like I could picture the fucking green bottle it comes in. I'd probably like it then. It's not a fishing contest yet, is it? No. Okay. I'd probably like it. I'm not like a big stickler on like what I drink and stuff, but no, I'm on a big chocolate milk kick again. Well, I don't exercise anymore, but when I used to exercise, I really struggled to get my protein in every day. So like chocolate milk became like a staple in my diet just because it was like, if I just had a fucking craving, it was just like I was going to eat something shitty, but I might as well have a glass of chocolate milk because I was getting 8 grams of protein in. But now it's just an addiction. It's just an unhealthy addiction. I'm going to save this because I might get a picture of Puppet Chingala and put it in the, what's it called? Photo album. And I can do that at any time. Alright, let me take... Oh, 25 hours. Nice. So he played twice as much as this! He played twice as much as this! Wow, he actually doesn't... Besides Sphida, he doesn't say how far into the game he is. How far was he? Oh, YouTube, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching, but I'm going to end the video here.